So I think, obviously over the last couple of years there were a couple of World Cups to. So in the last 3 years there have been obviously two T20 World Cups which we've just finished, and then there's this World Cup as well. And especially since November, since the earlier World Cup in Dubai was sort of when I came into this position. So obviously the focus for that the last year really was around that T20 World Cup and the preparations around that, and the World Test Championship obviously is a continuous cycle, so that happens. That's always at the background. That's something that you have to keep in mind. So that's continuous. Along with that, I think the idea was to sort of prioritize T20 cricket and prioritize that particular World Cup. But once that World Cup's done, obviously then the priorities really shifted to the 50 overs World Cup and sort of ensuring that we prepare ourselves really well for the tournament in October, November. So it is a challenge. I mean, in the sense that you have to, 3 formats of the game, you've got to sort of prioritize maybe a couple of them. The World Test Championship is always a priority because it, like I said, it's just there at the background. And then you have to figure out which is the white ball event that you're probably playing, because you just got to prioritize that. So for us in this cycle, really, it's going to be about, to a large extent, to be very honest with you, with only, I think, if we count, we've already done this 5 games. This is the 6th game in this tournament. Got 3 against Australia. We've got a Asia Cup, 3 against West Indies, 3 against Australia. Maybe give or take 1 or 2 more. So you're looking at probably 15 games. So really, at this stage, to be honest, I think we've sort of narrowed down on our group of players who we want, and we are sort of almost there. It's just now about ensuring that the players that we've narrowed down upon, we ensure that we play them more in one-day cricket and prioritize this format. कोई मैच औपचारिक नहीं होता, आप इंडिया के लिए खेल रहे हो तो पहली बात यही है, पर ज़रूर यहाँ पे एक मौका ज़रूर मिलता है हम लोगों को कि जो लोग बाहर बैठे हुए हैं, कुछ लोग जो हमारे प्लान में है, थिंकिंग में है, ज़रूर एक मौका मिलता है कि हम उनको थोड़ा गेम टाइम दें, क्योंकि बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट होता है कि आपको ज़रूर हर सीरीज़ जीतना होता है, हर मैच भी जीतना होता है, पर आपको अपनी स्क्वाड भी आपकी स्क्वाड भी आपकी जो स्क्वाड है उसको भी इनफ एक्सपीरियंस या गेम टाइम देना पड़ता है, क्योंकि हर टीम में 15 लोग होते हैं, या इस टीम में 16 है, पर 15 लोग होते हैं और सिर्फ 11 ही खेल सकते हैं। तो जो 4 लड़के बाहर बैठे रहते हैं, आपको उनको एक्चुअली जब मौका मिल सकता है, आपको खिलाना पड़ता है, क्योंकि फिर उनका भी क्योंकि कुछ इंजरी हो गई जैसे हमने देखा, या कुछ हो गया, जब 2 प्लेयर खेल नहीं पाएंगे, तो वो प्लेयर भी थोड़े रेडी होने चाहिए खेलने के लिए, स्पेशली जब हम बिल्ड कर रहे हैं बड़े टूर्नामेंट के लिए। तो जब आप बड़े टूर्नामेंट में जाते हैं तो आपको कोशिश हर टीम की यही होती है कि जो 15 के 15 लड़के हैं वो शायद उनके पास गेम का एक्सपीरियंस है या वो गेम खेले हैं जितना हो सके। तो अच्छा होता है जब ऐसा हमको एक मौका मिल जाता है कि हम ये कर सकें इस मैच में। पर ये नहीं होगा कि औपचारिक होगा और हम जो भी हम खिलाएंगे 11 हम पूरी कोशिश करेंगे, या हम मानते हैं कि हमको जाके वहाँ पे जीतना ही है मैच, कोई भी हम हमारे लिए खेले। होपफुली हम भी कोशिश करेंगे कि उनको कम से कम में रोक पाएँ। हमारी कोशिश यही रहेगी, उनकी कोशिश रहेगी कि वो बड़ा स्कोर बनाएं, हमारी कोशिश रहेगी कि हम वो कम से कम उनको रोकें और वो स्कोर बनाएं, या हमारी पहली बल्लेबाजी आती है तो हम कोशिश करेंगे कि बड़ा स्कोर बनाएं। ज़्यादातर यहाँ पे देखा जाता है तो इंदौर की जो परंपरा है वो है कि बॉलर यहाँ पे आना नहीं चाहते, वो फ्लाइट लैंड होते ही बॉलर यहाँ पे इनका जो हमने देखा है यहाँ पे, पर नहीं, ऐसी बात नहीं है। अच्छी चैलेंज है बॉलर्स के लिए भी, यहाँ पे अच्छी चैलेंज है। और देखा जाता है कि यहाँ पे स्कोर बनते हैं, बड़े स्कोर बनते हैं, चेज भी होते हैं, बढ़िया क्राउड होगा यहाँ पे पूरा। मतलब मेरे को कहा गया है कि सब टिकटें बिक चुकी हैं। लास्ट टाइम भी हम आए थे 2020 में, तो बड़ा उत्साह के साथ सपोर्ट किया था टीम को। तो ऑलवेज लड़के खेलना चाहते हैं जहाँ पे क्राउड होती है, स्टेडियम भरा हुआ हो। He's been a phenomenal cricketer for India. I think he's obviously started off as this really precocious talent, and even I remember seeing him for the first time at, I don't know, he was 17 or 18 or something, when he just came out of under 19s, and you could see that this, you're looking at something slightly different here. and he's gone on to prove that. He's gone on to prove that. You look at a lot of kids who look different at 19, but not all of them go on to actually achieve their potentials. And I think what Rohit's done over the last 15 years, I think now, has actually achieved his potential and has really been a great servant for Indian cricket and done really well. Obviously, I think maybe for him in some ways the turning point also was, like you said, probably this 10 years ago when he got the opportunity to finally open, and then really I think his hallmark has been obviously his performances in big ICC tournaments as we saw in 2019, but also his ability to score big runs when he gets going. I mean, someone who's got 3 double hundreds in this format is an absolutely phenomenal achievement. So yeah, he's been incredibly successful and yeah, because he's someone who's got that kind of game, right? He's got an all-round game. You can't think of a kind of bowling that you can bowl to him that when he's playing well you can keep him quiet, right? It's not like you can bowl fast and short to him. He's going to take you down. He takes down spinners. He plays swing well. So he's got a really good complete game. So yeah, he's been a fantastic player for India, and yeah, he's been batting really well for us. Even I think in the last few games, it's been terrific to watch the way he's been playing. So yeah, it's great to have him playing the way he is and have him leading the side at the moment. Yeah, I think it's just an answer to the first question which I was asked. I think there's certain priorities we need to give to certain white ball tournaments at particular stages of time. In the amount of cricket we are playing with a 4-match, very important Border Gavaskar Trophy and World Test Championship, potential qualification, important games from a qualification perspective for us. There are certain white ball tournaments that we had to prioritize, and the priority after the T20 World Cup has been these 6 games. So as you've seen, Virat has played all these 6 games, and he'll get a bit of a break along with Rohit and 1 or 2 other guys in the next week while we play some T20 cricket, and they come refreshed on the 2nd, and we have a good week's camp before we play Australia. So yeah, it's just priorities. We have to prioritize certain formats at various stages. Oh, we're always looking for a wicket-keeper batsman. I mean, there's no question about it. I think since there's been MS Dhoni, I don't think we've ever, in white ball cricket, I don't think the days of a specialist wicket-keeper are gone, unfortunately. So we're lucky, we're fortunate that all of the guys who are in contention, even in this team, whether it's Ishan Kishan here and KS Bharat, who are part of this team, are both, had are good batsmen and done well both in the Vijay Hazare Trophy and Ishan. Obviously Bharat hasn't played, but Ishan's done well as a batsman. There's Rahul there is Sanju Samson there is unfortunately Rishabh's injured, but all of these guys are wicket-keeper batsmen. I mean, I think today you have to be a wicket-keeper batsman. You have to be able to bat and contribute significantly. I mean, we've also picked Jitesh Sharma in the T20 mix because again of his ability to bat and his ability to score at a very quick pace, as he has shown in the Mushtaq Ali and in the IPLs that he has played in. So yeah, it's a given now. I think all teams need a wicket-keeper batsman. प्लेइंग 11 में अनाउंस नहीं कर पाऊंगा. मैं ज़रूर ये कहूँगा कि रजत पाटीदार ने बहुत अच्छा किया है. उनकी परफॉर्मेंस बहुत अच्छी रही है, वो दोनों रणजी ट्रॉफी में, वनडे क्रिकेट में. इसलिए उन्हें मौका मिला है. वो टीम के साथ रहे हैं. अभी यहाँ पे भी जब इंजरी हुई श्रेयस अय्यर को, तो हमने ये अच्छा समझा कि रजत को यहाँ पे लेके आए. पर देखिए, ऐसा होता है कि जो लड़के यहाँ पे खेल रहे हैं, पहले से ही खेल रहे हैं, उनको सही मौका मिलना चाहिए. कुछ लड़के यहाँ पे भी हैं जो जिन्होंने ज़्यादा वनडे क्रिकेट नहीं खेला है लास्ट 2 साल में. जैसे मैंने पहले भी कहा, यहाँ पे हमारी पूरी कोशिश है अगले 15 मैचेस में ये होगी कि जो लड़के हमारे लिए खेलने वाले हैं या टीम में अभी हैं, उनको ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा मौका दिया जाए खेलने के लिए. और अगर कुछ इंजरी हो या कुछ ऐसा मौका मिले तो फिर हम देखेंगे उसके बाहर. पर एक मतलब अच्छी बात रजत के लिए ये है कि उसको भी अभी पता है कि वो टीम के इर्द गिर्द है, और अगर अगर मौका मिलेगा हमें उसको मौका देने के लिए, तो वो सब क्यू में सबसे आगे. Look, I mean, workload management as in terms of yeah, it's just something that is a part and parcel of the sport today. I mean, it's not sometimes in the case of, like, for example, Bumrah or Jadeja, it's actually not really workload management. It's more they've had injuries and they've had to sit out for that period of time, and we are hoping they will come back whenever they do come back. So No, I mean we will keep we keep reviewing these things again. Like if you can call what the break we've given to some of our boys in the T20 series as potentially something that's workload management. So there's obviously injury management and there's workload management. They're two completely different things. We have to keep balancing between the two and see what the priority is for us, you know, in the short term, considering like the amount of cricket we play and ensuring that we've got our big players available for the big tournaments. In terms of the IPL, you know, obviously it's something that the NCA and our medical team is constantly in touch with the NCA and the franchises, and we see. I mean, if there are any issues, if there are anything, then you know we do connect with them and see what is happening. But no, I mean, as I said, we generally most of our big players are, unless they're injured. Of course, you know, I think if there are any injuries or if there's any concerns to some of the players, then of course I think the BCCI, you know, has the right to pull them out. But if they're fit, then I think, you know, we do release them for the IPL because it is a really important tournament. It is, you know, a very big tournament for the BCCI as well, and also a tournament, to be honest, big for us as well in terms of our preparation for, say, a 2024 T20 World Cup as well. Though it's a little bit away and our focus is on this 50th World Cup, the IPL is a very good tournament for us to assess, you know, the performances of players in that specific 2020 format. बहुत अच्छा है, मुझे ऑलवेज बहुत खुशी होती है यहाँ पे आके बिकॉज इट ऑलवेज ब्रिंग्स बैक सम लवली मेमोरीज फॉर मी एज अ किड कमिंग हियर विद माय पेरेंट्स यू नो एंड spending a lot of time here with my cousins and uncles and aunts and it's a stadium भी बहुत अच्छा है यहाँ पे. It's a lovely stadium and it's a beautiful city. I mean हम आते रहते हैं अभी तो जहाँ जब मैं आता था बचपन में और अभी अगर देखा जाए तो स्वच्छता में या you know in terms of cleanliness and the way the city has grown, it's phenomenal. It's always nice to come here because it gives me some pleasant memories.